I want you to ask a question. Have you ever sat down to study, opened your laptop, opened your books, notes and everything, cleaned your table, and suddenly you sat down to check your phone, reply to some messages, check out some emails, clear out some notifications, and lastly watching one reel, another reel, और 2 घंटा completely disappear हो चुका है. And the strange thing is that you actually wanted to study. Then why didn't you study? Nowadays the word procrastination has been used for this postponing of action which are right for us to do. But the surprising part is that when I was reading the Charak Samhita in Ayurveda, I came to know that Ayurveda has researched about all these things long before even the procrastination word ever existed in this world. Like Charak has said, how a mind can let you manipulate yourself to postpone the right action for long. सब लोग बोलेंगे कि procrastination is actually laziness. Procrastination comes from laziness. But this is not how Ayurveda sees it. It sees it in a very different way. Everyone shall ask you that why aren't you doing this work? But Ayurveda asks what has led your mind to manipulate you that to not do this right act at the right time at the first place. And that is where the scenario changes. आज इस वीडियो में हम बात करेंगे कि क्यों आपको पूरा दिन स्क्रॉल करने के बाद लगता है कि रात को प्रोडक्टिव सडनली हो जाएंगे, यानी कि आप डिनर करने के बाद जरूर फ़ोन देख रहे होंगे. ऑल्सो आई वॉज डूइंग दैट. डिनर करने के बाद हर कोई फ़ोन को स्क्रॉल करता है, कुछ स्टेटस चेकआउट करते हैं, कुछ स्टोरीज रिप्लाई करते हैं, एंड दिस कंटिन्यूज. एंड समवेयर एट 10 to 10:30 when our intellect, like our brain signals us to go and study and complete the work that we were doing before dinner, our mind says that अभी देख ले, रात को पढ़ लेना, अभी देख ले, रात को पढ़ लेना. एंड दैट इज वायर योर माइंड इज मैनिपुलेटिंग यू. इट इज सेइंग दैट अभी तुम जो करना है कर लो और तुम प्रोडक्टिविटी रात को करना ताकि तुमको गिल्ट ना हो सुबह देर उठने के लिए. एंड दैट इज वायर द माइंड इज स्क्रूइंग योर ब्रेन और इंटेलेक्ट विच इज थिंकिंग द राइट फॉर यू. And that is what we are going to discuss, how it has been referred in Acharya Charak Samhita, and what are the pro tips that Ayurveda gives in order to reach out to your mental health and get yourself cured soon. So without any further delay, let's get into the video. In our Charak Samhita, Acharya Charak has described in a Sanskrit verse the definition of health or swastha as समादोष समाग्निश्च समधातु मलक्रियः प्रसन्न आत्मेन्द्रिय मनाः स्वस्थ इति अभिधीयते. It notice in something interesting here. Acharya Charak has also knew about this, and that is why he did not end with the digestion, doshas or your limbs. It means your hands and legs, which are very important in order to do your work. He did end the shloka or the verse with mana. A cheerful, happy and clear mind is always something which is a luxury, which directs your soul to do something good in order to make your indriyas feel good in the right action. So basically we all know now that a healthy body without a clear mind always struggles to do the meaningful action, and we can see it all around us that this generation is facing now. We know that what our course hold, what job we are assigned to, what courses we are aligned to, but each and every one of us wants to do something else or want to get deviated from our own line of course or own line of studies. Many of my friends always say that they lack discipline. They are trying for an examination, they are trying for a certain project, for a certain app they are building, but they lack discipline. And that is where I also realize that how tricky it is that people think that constant stimulation and thinking can make their project move faster. But the fact is that nowadays the mind is never getting a movement to become the prasanna, which is a word from the definition of health I told. For Prasanna, it needs silence. But why aren't we getting is because every day we wake up, we look into our phone for the time first, then for the alarm snoozing, then notifications, fear, assignments, classes, and in a rush we end up with comparison, expectations, stimulations, and etc. And this is where our mind is constantly getting inputs without any output. And depression comes from here. It should take a moment to bring silence into life. And this is also weird how in that conversation I tell them for silence and not thinking about their work. They are very amazed to listen to this because they always complain that नहीं सोचेंगे तो कैसे होगा, नहीं स्ट्रेस लेंगे तो कैसे होगा, इतना दिन जो काम करते आए हैं अभी एक महीना स्ट्रेस नहीं लेंगे तो कैसा होगा. I just am saying that you have to not take stress, just act. And this is where every person now is failing. They have been thinking, they have been they are compelled to think that actually deep thinking, deep stress, deep hard work, sacrificing your sleep is actually working. And that is where the definition of work, act, and not result oriented thing has gone out of this generation. Now, you might be thinking that I am another person who will speak on the screen and shout out that be more disciplined. So no, now I am going to say you how an Ayurvedic physician can reach you out with simple 5 steps which can go one at a time. So, the first one is restore your routine. Not Ritu Charya, not Ratri Charya, just do a one thing of Dinacharya, that is wake up before sunrise or sleep and wake up at roughly the same time every day. Second, support your Agni, which is very important because the body and mind feeling sluggish, most of the time the factor responsible is Agni or your digestive fire. Heavy meals or something which is irregular eating or not suiting your body makes your mind really so much in a dormant state that anything that you want to do, you will obviously be postponing it. Third, take some moments where your mind is actually silent. Not even this action that you're telling your mind to stop thinking, to stop doing something. No prayer, no meditation, no breathing, nothing. You are just sitting at a place, thinking about your each and every cell in the body which functions automatically. And I swear that this works out more than the closed eye meditation or prayer you are trying for so long. Fourth is reduce Ati Chintan. It means instead of thinking about 10 pages or 10 topics a day which you plan in the morning, make your to-do list as if you're targeting one chapter. And even if you're struggling with that, go with 1 page at a time. Fifth, last but not the least, is reduce unnecessary stimulation or unnecessary feeding to your brain. Not even useful things, not even news, not even a single thing that you're doing. Not even about your project. Not good reels, not bad reels, good quotes, good things, bad things, nothing. Don't feed unnecessary things in your brain. That may be some sort of a gossip, that may be any of the thing which does not matter to you in life. Just don't feed it to your brain. Be very specific with your mental feeding. Because when people complain about their negative thoughts, anxiety, fear and insomnia, I get a single pattern. That is, they constantly feed bad things and they are unconsciously feeding bad things. And that is where I say a word called as mental diarrhea. It means that whenever you feel like you are affected with diarrhea or dysentery, you go to a doctor and the first line of treatment is stop eating. And that is how this mental diarrhea also works, where it is getting overloaded, overstimulated or overthinking is on. The first thing is that you have to not stop thinking but stop feeding. So yeah, this was the last one, and I think these are very small habits that you for yourself can do for a longer time. So I want you people to unlearn whatever your brain is feeded, and get yourself some package of silence instead of some packages of tranquilizers, some therapy consultations or an appointment with a doctor who is nowhere knowing how your insomnia is coming. He can just know how your insomnia can be cured with a medicine. So yeah, for yourself, do these 5 things and let me know which of this was the easiest one for you and which one worked for you the most. Maybe procrastination isn't always a time management problem. It's just a different state of mind. And how incredible it is that long years ago, like 1000 years ago, how our ancient physicians of Indian system of medicine were not just thinking how to cure a disease, but they have also researched and made us understand that how we can understand our own mind, and just a single question to us can cure ourselves by ourselves. So next time when you delay something important, ask yourself that what has made me not do the exact things, and instead of that, don't ask yourself that why I am lazy. And this one question which you can answer can change everything out for you. Now, if you are a student and also want to know beyond the quick tips and tricks about Ayurveda, then subscribe my channel, because I am in a goal to make ancient wisdom of Ayurveda bring into relevance into modern life. Like whenever we get afflicted with a disease, it's our choice to eat medicine, not eat medicine, cure it with home remedies, homeopathy, yoga, Unani, or just a ray of sunlight. But mental health in the modern life is really a very struggling thing. And because I have come out from a dark phase to a lightening phase of my life, I want you people to get acknowledged about all this and cure it your way without taking some sleep-inducing pills. Imagine you are having your very important examination in 10 days and you well know and you realize the best that you should start your preparation from now itself and give most of your time around that examination. But suddenly all the movies, all the random videos in YouTube are like, you are liking it, you are saving it and watch later. Some of the novels which you have heard a lot months ago, you're wanting to read it now, and unconsciously someday your phone is going towards the social media and ending up in things which is of no matter to you at this particular time. And this is not just procrastination. Here comes a state of mind called as Pragya Aparadha in Charak Samhita, which is a wisdom that gives you a very wrong direction, where your mind knows that what is the right action, or your intellect is directing towards your right action, but your behavior are always getting on towards the opposite direction. And this profound thing was of a lot of interest to me, and that is why I am researching about it a lot. And if you people also want to know that what is this Pragya Aparadha and what are the things or the lifestyle mistakes that you are making which is leading to this Pragya Aparadha, then let me know in the comments, so that we'll make a video on this and also give you some practical tips on again how you can cure your mind by yourself and let your intellect work for you and not against you. Until the next video, take care, stay healthy, and bye bye.